Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is the game 1 the Pacific Admits Edition. This is my PBEM match against KilRoy. He's the commander of the Allied forces, and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is game version 27 with the new extended map. We're playing scenario 1 with no mods. And yeah, the biggest question for me is if I can save Hiryu, my first Japanese fleet carrier, heavily damaged, and yeah, 2 British torpedo bomber score a hit some days ago, and the flooding is still not under control and even fire. So you can see that the temporary measurement or the temporary action of the crew of the carrier is not working too well. I was able to defeat and push back the British light cruisers with the trying to finish off the carrier in the night engagement. Mutsu was able to heavily cripple one of the British light cruisers. That was okay. And these are maybe the light cruisers. Bad weather. So one more bomb hit on the ship, second bomb hit. So there's at least one more destroyer, so maybe 2 destroyers and some cargo ships. Now I get better feedback. So 2 heavily damaged burning cargo destroyers and a cargo ship. Good. If there's a sinking sound, then it's very likely out of normal. The sweep is a little late, but at least they're coming. KilRoy is flying Tigers, and also the British Australian Air Force here, trying their best to weaken my army in Townsville. Okay. So I guess this is now Nomaya. 2 destroyers and the cargo ship. And now KilRoy tried yesterday. He sent the light cruisers, but they failed. So now he uses Catalinas and scout bombers. But of course, never do the same mistake again. So now I can kill all incoming airstrike. No way. But more. So throw everything. Everything what KilRoy have maybe now here. He's throwing me, but he don't have escort fighters with the range. So okay, still some are able to penetrate. But they're picking the wrong ship. The good Japanese flag And now they want to escape, but surprise, surprise. So this was torpedo bombers, but they're attacking my screening force, so not the carriers. And it was maybe, for me, the better option. But at the end, I don't really have much hope for here. The damage is simply too seriously, and I'm too far away to reach a safe port. I really must sail too many hexes to reach anything nearby. Good, finally I can take this second last hex or base before I link up with my Burma province. Siege of Nanchang, and also this this I don't know, mini army KilRoy sent out to cut off my supply lines is now defeated. All bombardments. More bombardments. Yeah, so normally a good turn for me. My zeros did everything, and my flag did the rest, so I think KilRoy lost here a lot of air power. And these are all British airplanes, so the replacement rate is not so great for them. 26-3. A lot of Blenheims and other aircraft getting destroyed, and for me it is really only ops losses. Not even, I lost one wounded pilot, okay. But I have here now already 4 pilots with over 10 kills. Not bad. Ship sunk. There was, okay, Colombo. I cannot say if Colombo sunk really, but I was thinking sound, and I know that Nomaya had 2 destroyers and a cargo ship burning. Who knows? So I took this town, but there's nothing really too important, so maybe I will send my tanks to help out. And then once I took this base, you can see I can even send the supplies very slowly from China to Burma. This will more or less offer me a third option. You can supply more or less Rangoon from Bangkok. I think this is a classic way. Or you can ship cargo to Rangoon, or now you can use the Burma road. But of course I will not get free supplies here. Carrier, make 1 more hex. This time I change my task force to an X-Course, so then the game will not more split them up. The fire is now under control, but flooding is already nearly at 80. And the problem is, I think if your system damage is over 50, you cannot fix any damage on your ship. So far you can more or less give system damage away to control flooding and engine damage, but if system damage itself is 50, then this is over, and then it's very easily to lose the ship. Yeah, good. I bring here some troops in, some engineers, to create here some emergency base, maybe with, I'm not even sure if this is really possible, but I can make here an air base and then get the ship here. Maybe this will help me to survive the ship a little longer. Then I could jump to this base. Here's a real port. But they're still so far away. If the ship is so slow, if you can make at least 1 or 2 hexes per day, then yes. But with only 1 hex per day, you can see that the ship really make only one knot. It's normally dead in the water. The ship itself has no working engines more. There's no steam power left. And it's very, yeah. Normally this is a good carrier. It's a fleet carrier. The capacity is not great. It's, but you can get here a ship with speed and range is okay. Yeah, but looks like not more for me. Good. Anything else? My new troops, they must more or less take on the fight with the Australian, because my landing force is out of action for some time. I have to rebuild here. Maybe in July they can take part of the Australian campaign. But I bring here in additional troops, walk here down, and maybe end of the month I can free my troops in Townsville. I don't know if I have so much time left, but yeah. What else I can do? Everything else is normal so far. No surprise. Marshall Islands, KilRoy gave up. He don't send here anything additional. So these units are starving because this is also overstack. You can see maximum 6,000. KilRoy have 12,000. So I don't know how is the rules if you consume more supplies, or in first if you don't have supplies your units are dying, or if the units are dying directly. This I really don't know so much. But I think it's really not good to have too many people as too small island. Sooner or later I will also maybe start a bombardment, because it's very easily to inflict your damage. But my air wing is... yeah. I want to train these units a little more for Navy search. To have a... maybe train them. I have no rush here, so I can maybe train my pilots and then come back in 1 or 2 weeks to continue my bombardments. At that time maybe KilRoy is even lower in supplies. Good. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Not really. In June, so in 2 days, no, you can also normally keep this in mind if you play Japan. Your most important carriers, I would say, the best fleet carriers Japan have, is normally Shukaku and Suikaku. And they're getting in June Raider. These are the only fleet carriers Japan get in 42, I think, Raider. So these are really the best carriers you have. Kaga and Akagi is normally only important for... Kaga is normally not so important, but Akagi is important. And Akagi is in Yokohama, still under repair. So Akagi is here. The problem is this one torpedo hit was so critical, like also similar to what happened with Hiyo, is Akagi get a critical hit and create too much engine damage. So I have here very long time. So I fix the damage. Once the damage is done, you can see, then I'm already in July, and then can I immediately start the upgrade. But the upgrade for Akagi and Kaga is only better flag, not any radar. So this carriers, like every other carrier, first get in spring of 43 radar. I don't even know if Shukaku get at that time the next set. Shukaku get, this is in summer, and no, yeah. So Shukaku and Suikaku get first the radar, and first, and in March 43 they're getting the better, more flag guns. So for all the other carriers it's the opposite. They're getting first more flag and later more radar. Radar really helps you, I think, so far. I know first for only if you have interceptors. So if you have cap, then radar is good. If you don't have cap, not sure if radar really helps you with shooting down my aircraft. Good, see you next time. Take care, bye bye.